Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Hi. Hey, Natasha. I'm gonna wait a little to make sure that everyone is here that wants to join. Hi, Julie. Hi, Frida. Hello, everybody. Can you guys see this really well or not? Hey, Amy. Is this clear or not clear? Hi, Taryn. Hi, Susanna. Is everything clear? Can you... Hi, Kati. I'm always struggling with this phone. Yay, Denmark. Oh. Gosh. Okay. Perfect. Well, I don't think it can get any clearer anyways, even if I wanted. Okay, perfect. All right. So, I'm so last minute for those of you that know me. I just finished this set 1 minute ago because I was speaking to my friend Alina Hoyo and she was doing leopard nails. I'm like, oh yeah, I could add that to my class today. So I added that. So first it was originally going to be just these two, crocodile print and tortoiseshell, and now I added some leopard nails, leopard print. We're not going to do all the tips. We're going to do like one or two of the sets, and you will understand how to do the rest once you've learned the technique. Alrighty, so you can't get more fall than tortoiseshell. And I also really, really love the crocodile skin, the crocodile print. I have never done it before. Yesterday was the first time, and it's not as easy as it looks. Well, actually, it doesn't look easy. It looks difficult. And it has a few tricks to it. And I think I'm going to start with the crocodile print nail. Yeah. So the trick to that is that you have to use a lighter color underneath. And so I have, what color did I use? I used number 219, which is a really pretty fall color. Can also be military color. So I use that as a background. And then the trick is to use a thicker, more pigmented gel. And that is why I chose to use color gel. Color gel is like a gel polish, but a little bit thicker. And it is if you prefer to paint nails out of a bottle with a gel brush. So, and you could do art, you can do some 3D stuff with this. You can do sweater nails with this. It's amazing. It's an amazing product. So it does not work with gel polish. I really, really tried. So yeah, let's start. You can use any color you like. Just make sure that the color of the background is going to be one tone lighter than the one on top. So yesterday I tried using a brown, and I used the new 294 as a background, and then I used number 36 on top. That's also really very pretty. Here you see the difference. I used little blocks here, and here I have big blocks. So you can decide if you want to use big blocks or small blocks, whatever you like. It's personal preference. But you can see that you can use many different colors. All right, let's take some Tipeez. I love Tipeez, especially for practicing and especially for when you don't do clients anymore and you still want to post some nails. I'm going to take number 0 Tipeez pointed almond, and I'm going to practice on my crystal tip display. When using the crystal tip display, you should put sticky tack, and then you can add the tip to it like that, and it sticks real well. Normally, if you work on a client, you're gonna have to prep the nail properly, you're gonna have to buff, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't want dust on my table and this is not a real client, so I won't have to worry about that. Let me focus on that. All right, let me move everything so it doesn't focus on anything else because these iPhones are tricky. Hey, Kathy. Alrighty. All right, so here I have my 0 Tipeez pointed almond, and I'm going to use number 219, but you can use any color. Just make sure that the color is 1 tone lighter than the one you use on top. Hi, Carla. All right, let's put one lovely layer. This is a really, really nice fall color. Just adding that on the nail, and then I'm going to cure that in my rechargeable lamp, which is my favorite lamp ever. Hi, Veonique. So for those of you joining right now, oh no, I did go to Apple and they changed my settings. I actually went and I'm like, I just need this phone to take pictures and videos of nails. So just leave the options that I need and get rid of the rest. So I don't know. I'm glad it's clear. Alrighty. So for those of you joining now, I am doing this nail. We're doing crocodile print. The trick is to use a lighter tone underneath and then a color gel or thicker gel on top. And so you can see the difference. Oh, you're coming, Isaura Kibye. Oh, I'm speaking Spanish, sorry. That's awesome. We'll meet soon. Hey. All right. So I cured 1 layer of number 219, but you can use any color. You can even make it pink. Use a lighter pink underneath and a darker pink on top. So you have pink crocodile skin. So that's pretty awesome as well. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my gel brush. I'm going to use the gel 10 brush because it's a big nail and this is the biggest gel brush we have. So it makes the work quicker. There are different sizes. I think the smallest one is number 4. And that is awesome for when you're painting the little toes or the little pinky. And it is also very, very awesome for the new dual tips. So the small gel brush is really awesome for dual tips. You can get in those little crevices. All right. So after curing, let me see if I can move this a little bit more like this. Okay. Awesome. I hope you're enjoying Canada, Kirsten. She just moved from South Africa, I think, right? All right. So when you have the color gel, make sure to add these little protector thingies so that the gel does not run out. If it is warm, there's a tendency for the gel to go out quicker, to move. It's like alive. It wants to escape. All right. So here you see the lighter color is underneath, and I'm going to add a little bit of that color gel. You can see it is thicker than gel polish. It is also more pigmented. So this is very important. It is impossible to do this with gel polish. Just so you know, I tried, and it really, really did not work. Focus. All right. And it is also important that you do not put a really, really thick layer, because we are going to use our dotting tool to create lines in between. We're going to make like grid lines almost on this nail. There's something sticking out here, but oh well. It's part of the crocodile skin. It's not a problem. Yes, these get saved. All right. So for this, I also found when practicing that using a bigger Omni tool works much, much better. So the biggest Omni tool we have, the Omni Tool 2, is this one. So one side is really small and one side is quite big, and you have to use it straight down on the nail just to be able to remove more product. Make sure that you have a lint-free wipe to remove all the excess. I'm just checking to see if there are comments. All right, so use the dotting. I really hate that about the Apple phones. It like focuses and then unfocuses. It's so annoying. All right. This doesn't have to be straight. So you don't need to worry if your hand is a little bit wiggly. It's perfect for this. You can even make it wigglier on purpose. So if you had a little bit too much coffee today, not a problem. So here I'm making it a little bit more wiggly. This is a really fun design. All right, so now you can decide if you want to make little blocks or big blocks. I like using the big blocks. It's also less work. If you like the small blocks, you can decide to do that as well. Let me show you again the difference with the small blocks. It's also pretty. It's more work though. All right, so I'm gonna take this and remove, and I'm adding it on lint-free wipe. All right, I'm going to add another line here. And now what we want to do, let me remove some more just in case. Right here. It can be messy. It is no problem. Just remove a little bit more because the color gel, it does kind of move into the lines and take up the space that you just made. All right, so let's make the square in each square. This is like a grid and we're working in each square. It can be messy, which is awesome because my hand is super shaking right now. Okay, not that messy. If you make a mistake like that, it's not a problem. I'll show you how to fix it. And get as close to the lines as possible, close to the grid lines as possible. So here I made a little bit of a mistake. Let's take my painter tool and clean that up a little bit. See, they're fixed. Real life. And get really close to the lines, really close to the lines. think I had a little bit too much tea. So my hands are shaky. Luckily, I'm not doing any line work today. So in each square of the grid, we have made some more squares. And then here as well, close to the line, really close to the line. You can also do this with the same color, like if you have the dark green and on top of the dark green, but this is more visible. This is nicer. Okay. Thank you. Could you message that to me? Or could you send me the link of what I should buy? Because it's getting on my nerves, my very last nerves. This is the last iPhone I'm going to buy, by the way. I quit iPhone officially. Because the last 3 phones that I had from iPhone, they were terrible. So I quit. Alrighty. So here you see, not perfect, but this is what we want, more or less. And we're going to put it in the lamp. I hope you guys can see the lines that I made. It's not perfect at all. It's super messy, but this is what we want. Oh yeah, I had Samsung before. It was the best. And then I fell in love with iPhone when the 10 came out. And then the 12. And then the 13 and the 14 and 15 all sucked. So, but the 15 sucks the most. So for people, this is a fair warning. Don't waste your money. So I'm letting it cure for about 60 seconds. And another thing. Yeah, you're smart, Mystic Nail Parlor. Thank you, Carla. All right. Another trick that I have that I need to share with you guys. If you want to make like 3D-ish effects on your nails, that are clear. Every time one of my no wipes are finishing, I add it to a bottle that's almost finished. So these are the last bits of no wipe that I have. So they're always really thick. See, it doesn't even move. I save my last bits of no wipes, just to have it really, really thick. And then I can add it and create some 3D stuff. Look at this. And you don't need to add top coat over it, because usually you put clear gel and then you add no top coat over it. So yes, a lot of people are complaining, I see. So I never waste my no wipe. Super, super thick. Look, it's not even moving. It's not even moving. Oh, it is kind of. Okay, I'm going to use this as a palette because I forgot my palette at the school. So I have no palette. For those of you that don't know, Ugly Duckling has a really awesome crystal palette. Okay, I'm using my Painter 2 and I'm going to add this no wipe top coat just on the little squares in the grid line that we made. And you can add a thicker layer. You can see this no wipe is very thick because it's the leftovers of the leftovers. I never waste. Like also, if my tacky top is finished, I will use it to clean my brushes as well. Never waste. Okay. So we're adding the no wipe right here in the middle of the grid. I think this design is very chic. You don't have to make it as complicated as I did. This is really classy. Alina did a black crocodile set and it's amazing. I think she did it like 2 years ago or something like that. And she used a gray underneath, a dark gray, and then black color gel over it. Always the thicker gel over it. And here I'm just kind of moving my no wipe top coat to the corners, and then I will flash cure it and then do the sides because I don't want it to move. You guys can see that, right? Maybe I should move that. Needs to focus. Okay, I'm going to put it in the lamp. Flash cure that. Is everything clear so far? Hi, my chicken. Oh yeah, right. So if you guys want to buy anything at Ugly Duckling, use the code Priscilla15 and you get 15% off, which is awesome. We always like discounts. It's color gel. I use color gel on top. Okay, thank you, Nails by Sippy. If you guys have any questions, you can always message me. I always answer, so no worries. Yes, the lines in between will still be tacky, but it's not a problem. You just wipe it afterwards, and it's fine. It doesn't need top coat. But you don't want to add anything over it, otherwise you will lose the effect of the crocodile print. It does look like a Hulk nail. So muscular. Look at all his buff muscles. So I'm going to do this one side and then I will put it in the lamp, flash cure it, and then I will do the other side. When you're working on clients, do that as well because you don't want it to leak all over, or if they touch it or bump their nail. Super annoying. And I did this set. El oscuro es un color gel. Sí. No es un esmalte. El esmalte es más fina. No se puede hacer este efecto con esmalte fina. Tienes que poner algo más espeso. Ah, yes. I love it as well. The small mini LED light is awesome. Oh, I think I touched something. Yeah, of course. Okay, let's put the last bit on here and then give the lamp a full cure. All right. You don't want to put it in the entire square, just the square that we made in the middle of the grids, okay? Okay, I'm going to put it in for full cure. 60 seconds, just in case. And I'm going to show you how to make a gold cat eye color. Because we don't have. Sí, hablo español, pero no muy bien. So, we don't have a gold color, but we can make one. Oh, that's where the no wipe went. Great, great. That's why it's good to have a palette, people. Very good. Let me just clean that because I'm a mess. I love cat eye. It's super chic. Also, it's also perfect for fall to do a bunch of stuff with cat eye. Cat eye is super popular right now. All right, I'm gonna show you the colors that we have. You can see we don't have a gold exactly. This is more like a greenish. You can see the different shades when you move it to the sides. We're going to do that pink set in the background also. I was talking to Alina Hoyo, my friend, and she was doing a set with leopard print, and I was inspired by her to do leopard print also. Let me move stuff so it doesn't focus on the wrong stuff. Okay, here you can see some more colors. When you move it to the side, it's another color. These are 4D cat eye gel polishes. They are amazing. My favorite one is the silver, which is 186. Silver and jelly gel polishes will make this into any color you want. So that is what I'm going to show you right now. So here we have our crocodile print. I'm going to let it cool off and then I will give it a wipe. You don't want to wipe or touch top coat that has just come out of the lamp because you can leave fingerprints, you can leave smudges. You want it to cool off. So I'm going to let it cool off and then I will wipe it. This is 186. So all these 4D cat eye polishes, they need a polish underneath because they are translucent. So what I put underneath to make it gold, I put yellow underneath just to help it become a little bit more gold, but I don't want a really yellow because I don't want it to become super yellowy gold. Here you see it is just enough to match the crystals. Okay, so let's get a tip ready for that. I'm going to get another Tipeez. I put a rubber band over my my box because I have dropped these Tipeez boxes more times than I'm just ashamed to say it. So it doesn't come off. Oh, it has saved me. All right. So I have a light yellow. We're going to do one layer of that because the 4D cat eye is sheer. So we will need a background color. And I don't want it to be too yellow because I don't want the nail to be too yellowy gold. All right. Also, this gold also kind of matches the lines of the crocodile print. Okay, let's go. Need another one of these thingies. And we're going to stick the nail on there. Remember, I'm not going to prep it because this is not a real client. I'm going to put one layer of 209, which is a really pretty yellow. Just one layer. Make sure that when you polish yellow or oranges, yellowy oranges, to put a really thin layer so it doesn't wrinkle in the lamp. These polishes are super difficult. But normally it doesn't happen if you have the ugly duckling lamp. All right. So much dust and I'm leaving it in there. It's staying in there. It's fall. It's okay. It's a sweater nail. All right. So I'm going to put one layer of that. And my 186, which is a cat eye, 4D cat eye. And I'm going to need my magnet. I have a lot of stuff on my table, so I'm gonna have to, oh yeah, found it. Oh, thank you, Pumpkin Moon Nails. I appreciate it. I'm gonna be honest, I have been feeling very crappy these days. Like I'm not inspired and I can't come up with anything. It's so difficult. I'm like racking my brain. It's so hard. So hard to come up with inspo these days. It's very depressing when nail techs have that. Very depressing. and only nail techs understand. No one else understands what we go through. So what I suggest when you're going through something like that, when you're having a really non-inspo moment, take some inspo from nail techs that you look up to, or your friends, or nail tech friends, or some of your old work. Some of your old work that you really like, do it again. So, thank you, Kirsten. But really, oh yeah, me too. It's so hard. Normally I used to work, I used to have a salon, so I had clients every day. But now to make myself work when I don't have clients, it's very hard. And I did an all-nighter today, so I'm pretty tired. Thank you, Kirsten. I did an all-nighter, actually. I went to sleep at 8, woke up at 12, and then did the last set for the class today. I find I work better at night, and I can go without sleep. All right. So here, that is also a good idea, Kathy. Very good idea. So here I'm placing number 186, which is the cat eye, over the yellow. And you can see the yellow underneath still a little bit. And I'm going to move. The trick is, well, I'm going to show you different types of ways that you can use cat eye. If you want the line, you just do it like that, or straight down like that. I always really like, if you're not happy with it, thank you, Veronique. If you don't like the design, you can always polish over it again to start again, no worries. My favorite is to push it to the middle. I like having all the metal particles in the middle of the nail. So my trick, well, not my trick, but I had to figure it out as well, because I was like, oh my goodness, why does everyone's cat eye look amazing and mine not? So I had to try. So what I do is I use this side of my magnet and I push in an angle underneath the nail. So you can see it goes upwards. And then on the other side as well, you can push it and you move it in the middle. This is like magic. This is life. What I did for my set was I moved the metal parts to the left side because I wanted to have like a little bit of ombre. So you move the particles to that part. You can also do a French by moving all the particles down. I'm doing the ombre to this side. So here you have the yellow, and here you have, it's kind of like ombre. So now I'm going to put it in the lamp really quickly. Don't wait too long, especially if you're using one of these. If you're using one of these, it pulls the metal particles. So don't wait too long before putting it in the lamp when you're happy with how you added. I'm reading comments, sorry. Madeline, are you talking to me? I just recently came home from Cuba last week, Thursday. I always wanted to visit to see how it was. And I have to say, I'm kind of depressed about it. I feel very bad for the situation there. It's very, very sad. A lot of poverty. So I was feeling depressed about that as well since I came back, not feeling very happy. But also people say, yeah, at least you can appreciate what you have. And that is true as well. But it's also, we're lucky to be in a country that has everything, and they're unlucky to be there. All right, so to make this gold, I'm using 221, which is a brown, a jelly brown. I love these jelly gel polishes. It's number 220 until 229. You need all of them. I think there's a 12 pack on uglyducklingnails.com. You need it in your life. If I had to choose one one set that I would want forever, that would be the jelly gel polishes. No, no cats. I did bring food, not enough food, and I gave it to the cats there, but very sad. Okay, so here I'm putting the brown gel polish, but I'm going to put a very, very thin layer. I don't want it to become really bronzy, so I'm going to remove the excess on my brush. Remove the excess like this. Oh yes, the horses. So sad. Yeah, so sad. And people were looking in the garbage, and there's no garbage in the garbage. It's just really nothing that you would want. It was horrible. I feel really bad. Really bad. But it's a beautiful country. If people invested in it, it would be one of the most beautiful countries in the world. The buildings are amazing. Okay, so I'm going to lightly brush over this nail to make it gold. It may look a little bit more orangey in the camera than in real life. You will see if you try it. And I'm going to put it in the lamp. Let me see the the old cars. They put, so the old cars, they told us, I took a tour with one of these men that have one of these. They removed the engines. So the engines are not from what it was before because it takes too much energy. It takes too much gas. So it's really like expensive to drive it. So they put the engines of a Hyundai, Hyundai in those cars. Almost all of them. Yeah. So that they don't use a lot of gas. But everything else. Can we use translucent gel polish over there? It is a translucent brown. And I'm going to put top coat. Put some of that no wipe over it. And then we have a gold cat eye. And obviously I haven't filed the nail or anything. It's just for the art. It's such a beautiful country. Did a base? Yes, I did a, let's see, silver cat, and then you use a magnet for the cat eye. Cure it, then you did another coat of the silver. No, I used the yellow, one layer of this I cured, then I put this cat eye, silver cat eye over it. I used the magnet while it's still wet, and then put it in the lamp. And then I added number 221, which is a brown jelly gel polish. It's translucent, but you put a really, really light, thin layer so that it looks gold. And then you'll have this effect. All right, I'm going to move on to the next set, but I'm going to explain these. here? Oh yeah, hold on. Let me wipe. This nail has now cooled off. Let me clean. I always take the lid with a tweezer. I don't want to touch it. I hate touching and getting my fingers dirty. Oh, I got some Pixie Dust top coat on there. So I don't like touching it, so I use tweezers for that. All right. So now, after it's cooled off, you can wipe with Gel Cleanse. And you will see that the color gel, which doesn't have top coat on it, will become a little bit more matte, but that's not a problem because then you will see the contrast. And this is the crocodile print. All right. So I'm going to explain the other part. I'm not going to do it because otherwise we won't have time for the other stuff. So what I did here is I used there's a French collection, which I'm obsessed with. It's this color I use as a background. If you do press-on tips for customers, use 2 or 3 coats of this, just to make it a little bit more, how do you call it? To make it cover more, because, thank you, Crystal, because you don't want to see the sticky tabs underneath when they use it. So I used that. Then I did 1 layer of where's the green? This green. I used 1 layer of this underneath for the French. I cured. Then I stuck the crystals on there. I won't go over that again because Christina did a whole class on crystal sticking. So if you want to know how to do that, you can go on YouTube or Facebook or wherever. We have it saved, but it's easier to find on YouTube, and you can find her class on crystal sticking. Okay. So I stuck these crystals on with Schtik It, and I added top coat on the caviar beads and on the flat part of the crystals just to make sure that they won't move. And then I added matte only here. And our matte top coat you need to wipe, but it's amazing. And on the bottom part, so this is the part that you have to be careful. When you add the green, you can put it on with the painter brush, and I've added it really, really thin underneath. And then with a dotting tool, I did the same thing with that I did for this nail. With the dotting tool, cure, and then you put top coat on the parts that you made, the squares that you made in the middle of the grid. Is that clear? And the same with this. I first did the heart, drew the heart, colored around it with the green. 194 it was? No, 219. Sorry, my bad. 219 around it. Then stuck the crystals. Make sure to fix them all with top coat on the sides, never on top of the crystals. And then put matte on the inside, and then do the same with a painter brush around it with this around the heart. Use the dotting tool the same way that you did, and then top coat on the squares that you made in the grid. Yes? Okay. Hope that was clear. Let's go on to the next one. Let's do some tortoiseshell. There is really nothing more fall than tortoiseshell. Every fall, I see a million people, like a million sets with tortoiseshell. And I only recently kind of figured it out. It was very recent. I think it was last fall. I tried. All right. So what we'll need for that is the Jelly Gel Polish collection again. So we'll need the orange 223 Jelly Gel Polish. We need the yellow 224. Thank you. We need the brown. Where is that? 221. But this brown is not brown enough. Oh, I don't know. I don't know where. I think probably AliExpress. I didn't make the gold turtles. I bought them. If I made the gold turtles, I would still not be here today. Okay. And okay. So I have the 221, but it's not dark enough. So I mix it with number 65. Okay. I don't want it to be too see-through-ish. The orange that I used for this set is one of the newest colors, 301, which is an amazing orange, and it matches perfectly with this tortoise shell. Yeah, I could have made it with 3D jelly, but I'm too lazy for that. AliExpress was easier. So let's see. Yeah, so this is 301, but you could also use any color actually for this. You could use a turquoise, which would be really, really pretty in this set. You could use a hot pink or a hot blue. You could even use a neon yellow. That's going to look amazing with this tortoise shell. So you don't have to use this orange. I just did it because it's fallish. So, and it's pretty. It's new. Always love using the new stuff. It motivates. All right. Let's do the big nail so that you guys can see it better. Let's take a number 0 again. I'm not even bothering filing it or anything because it's all about the technique, and I don't want dust on my table. Okay, let's take another one of these thingies and stick the nail on. So I like using yellow. Sometimes people don't use the yellow jelly. I see a lot of people using the jelly for this technique. No, the color gels are sticky, so they're not chromable. You need, everything needs to be a non-wipe. It needs not to have a dispersion layer when you use chrome. Otherwise, it's going to be really, really shimmery. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I don't really like my tortoise nails to be super, super orange. So if I would use this layer, for every layer, it would be really, really orange. So I start off with this yellow. This is the translucent yellow. I'm going to polish a layer of that on the nail. You don't want it to be super, super thick either. Just a regular layer of yellow. And then I'm going to add on my non-palette, I'm going to add a little bit of brown here. I hope I don't make a mess, but at least I'll see this one. So that is the translucent brown. And I'm going to add a little bit of that 65, which is a dark brown polish. Just a little bit like that. And I'm going to add number 43, which is our black. We will need that as well. I'm going to add that on my palette. I don't know if you can see the difference, but this is the black. That's the black. This is the translucent brown, and this is the dark brown, number 65. I'm going to mix them just now. You can use to mix colors, you can use the duck paddle, the palette, the spatula. Yes, this video will be saved. You can use this spatula to mix colors, or you can use a silicone tool to mix colors. I find that the silicone tool is much, I learned just recently that you can do that. It's much easier mixing colors. So let's mix some of that 65 with the translucent brown to make it a little bit darker brown. And I haven't cured this yellow yet. The yellow is still wet, not cured. Okay, so here we have that mix, and I'm going to take my painter and I'm going to dab on the brown mix. Where's my painter? Where is it? Ah, here. Okay, so I'm going to take some of that. I'm going to move this so it focuses on me. I'm going to put like a splotch of brown, a big splotch. And just dab it on the nail. And you can see the yellow is still wet. And you don't want it to be a perfect like circle or half circle. You want it to look natural. So you kind of dab, 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 dab. I'm going to take a little bit more and then make another one right around here. And dab, dab, dab. Also, I forgot to mention that you should mix very, very slowly, not to get bubbles, which I did not do. So I have a few bubbles on my nail. All right, and I'm going to do a third one, like right here. And you can see I'm just dabbing, dabbing, dabbing. You don't want it to be perfect because it's not perfect. And it's really pretty when you have it on a clear nail, but also very pretty if you just have it over like a foo-foo base or something like that. You can do it the same way with this translucent yellow and then add this brown. You'll have a similar effect. But I really like this because it's like see-through-ish. All right, so here you see I have 3 big splotches. I can add some more. Let me add some more just to make it a little fuller. You don't want to cover up the entire nail. You want to see the difference in color. Okay, let's put that in the lamp. Is everything clear so far? If not, let me know. So I did a first layer of the yellow without curing. Don't make it too thick. And then I mixed 221, which is a clear, translucent brown. I mixed it with a little bit of 65, which is a dark brown, just to make it a little bit less translucent, because you do want it to cover. And now it's in the lamp. I just dabbed on some spots. Good, I'm glad. And again, if anyone has questions, no worries, you can always ask me. Okay, so now I'm going to go over this with 223, which is the orange. And I'm going to leave it wet. Again. And then I will go in with the black. And the trick is to this is not to cover the brown splotches that we just made. Some people put the brown and they put the black over the brown, and then you don't see this effect. So what you have to do is you take the black and you put it on the side of the brown, touching a little bit. But you don't want to cover it. Here, I'm going to add a little bit here. And I will dab it later after this. I'm going to add some here. The jelly gels are the best. Okay. You can add some right here as well, so it doesn't look like there's 3 spots in the middle. And right here, you can add a little bit as well, and here, so it doesn't look awkward. And then I'm going to, you can add a little speck here and there. And then I'm going to dab, dab, dab. Let me remove some of that black with a lint-free wipe. So that I can dab with my painter brush. So here you can see that you can see all the colors. We're not covering anything. I'm just dabbing on the sides of the outsides of the black. Like so. And if you want, if you see that it's a little bit bumpy, you can turn it around so that it can self-level if you want, if it gets too bumpy. All right, I'm going to put it in the lamp. And then we have another layer after this. Is everything clear so far? Do you guys do this technique in a different way? Is there an easier way maybe that I don't know of? Although this is not very difficult, okay? This is pretty doable. Okay, perfect. If anyone knows the easier way or a different way that has good effects, please share. Always willing to learn something new. You definitely should. Practice on a few tips before though. I used to practice on clients and then oof, that didn't end up good. There are some people that had very ugly tortoise shell nails in Suriname when I was there. Poor people. All right. Even though it's, sorry. We are going to do another layer of orange. Yes. Over the whole nail. And I'm going to add some more brown. This is layer upon layer. But I promise we're almost done. So I want the brown to be a little bit darker. So I'm adding a little bit of brown to some spots and also helping to blend the black a little bit better. Because maybe it was like really popping compared to the rest. I want the black to blend a little bit. Like I will add some on like a part of the black and make it a little bit browner here as well. And always remember that your customer is your advertisement. She's your walking advertisement. So if you create something that you're not happy with, then it's not a good idea to let her leave. You should tell her to stay until you fix. She can't leave. Keep her hostage. Okay, so I added a little bit more brown to some spots, also so you won't see the lines too much. Sometimes you see the lines when you're dabbing it, so now you don't see it so badly. And I think we're good to go. I'm gonna put it in the lamp. The last bit is just to add a little bit more black and top coat. So that wasn't too bad, was it? Wasn't too bad. And you can do lots of stuff. You can do a French with this. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. So here I did this. And I'll explain it in a bit. Because I'm not going to do it, I will explain it. Because once you know this technique, you'll be able to do it. So no worries. Okay, so now I'm going to add black splotches on the cured orange. You kind of just want to dab it, and you don't want like a specific shape. This needs to stick out a little bit, so yes. Tortoiseshell is very, very how do you call it? Classy, I find. Elegant. You can add a few dabs, dotties here and there, but make sure that you don't like make like circles or anything. You just want to tap, tap, tap and create like abstract designs. You can see I'm not thinking. I'm just adding. It doesn't have to be perfect. But the trick is that you don't put the black over the brown. That is the trick. Because I see a lot of people doing that, and then it ruins the whole thing because you don't see the effect. All right. I think it looks pretty good. If you're not happy, you want to add something, you can do that afterwards. If you want to add a little bit more yellow, if you want to add a little bit more brown, you could do that just to fix. If you see something and if you're happy with it, you could just put top coat. Hi, Anneken. Denmark is in the house. Yes, this video will be saved on Instagram. You can go on free education on the highlight. There are all the classes with the links. So you just have to click on the links, or you can go on YouTube or on Facebook I pinned all the classes on the top so you can see everything on top. Okay. So if you're not happy with something, you want to add some more orange, you want to add some more brown, you could do that right now. You don't have to put another layer and make it wet or anything like that. It's fine. But if you're happy with it as it is, then just put top coat and we're done. All right. And make sure that you turn the nail around so that it can self-level. So that it doesn't, so it's not bumpy. If it's bumpy. I'm moving that down and then I'm going to put it in the lamp. If it still is bumpy afterwards, after you put top coat, you can buff it and then you can add another layer of top coat. It's not a problem. All right, let's put that in the lamp. And then I'll explain this one. So how I did this one. How did I do this one? Let me remember. I didn't sleep, so. All right. So what I did was I drew out a thin line of that white with a white art gel, a really, really thin sketch, so I know where I want to have my tortoiseshell. And then I drew the tortoiseshell on the inside. I did the yellow, left it without curing, and then added splotches of the brown mixed with 65. So the brown mixed with dark brown, translucent brown mixed with dark brown splotches. Then I put in the lamp. Then I added orange, translucent orange. I left it uncured, and then I added splotches of black all over. Not all over. On the sides of the brown. Don't put it on the brown. Just put it on a little part of the brown. And then I put it in a lamp. And then I added orange again. And then if you want to fix something, you want to add more brown, you want to add more black, you could do that. And then cure it. And then after that, I added the black splotches without on a cured surface. And then what I did was I put orange around it. I polished orange around it, which is number 301. Which is one of our newest colors, which is amazing. I polished that around the white line. I put matte top coat over the whole nail. Then I put no wipe on the center and cured. So matte, cured, and then you clean it and you add no wipe in the center, cure. And then with the art gel, I drew the line. Was that clear? Hope so. All right. So we can move on to the next one. That was our tortoise shell tutorial. Okay. So I did this one like half an hour before the class. I'm like, oh, I need to do this. It's super girly and I love it. And I need to share this glitter. I don't know if it's gonna be sold out already. I checked yesterday because I have a few colored acrylics. You can see they're the old packaging, so they're old. This one is still available. This one's still available. I saw it yesterday. What number is it? 88. You can sugar, and it has like this really, it has like a really shimmery pink. I don't know if you see it here, but it's so pretty in real life. So pretty. The mixture on my what is this? The mixture is what I used for the tutorial for, how do you call it? Yes, sheer brown, thank you. Sheer brown mixed with dark brown. It is 221 mixed with 65. And black on the side. I'm going to clean that now because I don't need it. So our colored acrylic is on sale. It's the best sale ever. You buy one and you get 2 free. I mean, really, where do you get that? So for those of you that still can find this on their website, buy it because it's so gorgeous. Let me show you. I had a few more. I had 2 more, but I saw that it wasn't available anymore. So here, buy one, get 2 free. Look at it. I don't know if you can see that it's pink. In real life, it looks so much better. I don't know how many they still have, but I saw that it was still in stock. So I'm going to show you how to sugar. For those of you that don't trust that sugaring stays, I'm going to show you later that it stays. You cannot ruin it for nothing. And for this pink, I have these. Use these really pretty pinks. This one is like a really whitish pink. It's so pretty. 246 and 243. These 2 pinks are so pretty. So I'm just going to show you how to sugar. We're going to do one of these nails and one of these nails. And then we're done, and I can leave you guys alone, and you won't need to be bothered by me anymore. And you can enjoy your Monday and not have to listen to my voice. Getting my Tipeez. Okay. So, for this one, I like to use a pink because this one is like a pink glittery clear acrylic. Colored acrylic. I need to move stuff. Too much stuff on my table. All you have to do, thank you for being so nice. So all you have to do when you sugar is you put 1 layer. You don't cure. It doesn't matter if it covers or not. This color pink is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then I'm going to sugar immediately. So, where's my duck paddle? Here's my duck paddle. I'm using the scoop to sugar. I don't know if the screen captures the beauty of this clear acrylic, but in real life, it's gorge, I have to say. And you want to sugar until it is no longer shiny. You want to have everything matte-ish because the gel polish is sucking the clear acrylic right now to the bottom, and you want to add enough so it is on the entire nail. If you don't add enough, it will be sticky. You don't want it to be sticky. So adding, making sure that I have enough on everything because I really don't want it to be sticky. That way it's going to be really dirty. Tap and remove the excess and then put it in the lamp. And cure. You could do this the same with glitter as well, but try to use a fine glitter so that it doesn't bother the customer too much. And when you remove the excess, I have 2 Dusty's brushes. This one has a little bit of a pink hue on it. Look, This is for the glitter, and this is for just clear acrylic. So I'm going to dust off the extra with the dusties that I use for glitter, and this will be later for when I sugar with clear acrylic. I don't want to mix the two. I hate getting shimmers all over my clear acrylic nails when I sugar with clear acrylic. I do not want to see. Don't want to see that. So I will dust off the excess, but you won't see it. I love the Dusties brushes. They are so soft, so soft. Okay, I remove the excess, and I'm going to show you that it lasts forever. You can see I'm scraping. Let me scrape with something else. So if customers say this doesn't last, they're so wrong. It lasts. If it gets dirty, do you see that? It lasts. It's perfect. So if it gets dirty, your customer uses makeup or something like that, you can tell them to clean, take a cotton pad with alcohol, 80% or up or higher, stronger. You don't want the 70% because that will do nothing. So 90% and up to clean, just in case they use makeup and it stains or something like that. They can clean it with alcohol. I used to give my customers a little bottle of alcohol or told them to buy. All right. It's super pretty. I don't know if you see it on the camera, it doesn't look that pretty, but in real life, it's gorge. And I don't know how many they still have of that. So for those of you that are going to order, use my code. So you get, oh no, this is already discounted. Buy one, get two free. So you can't really say anything. Number 88. Alrighty. So let's do leopard print. Leopard print is very fall as well. Of course, these colors, the clear acrylic is making, the colored acrylic is making my tips move. All right. So this is very fall, but the colors I chose are not very fall. So any animal print is also very perfect for fall nails. This animal print with the pink is not very fall, but I love it. It's super, super pretty. I would wear this. And I'm very boring. I would wear this rather than Disney on my nails. Actually, I would probably wear just this sugared stuff on every nail because I love it. It's gorgeous. Okay, let me stop talking. Okay, the background is going to be that same pink. My nails are super boring. I just use Build-A-Base. Nothing else. Milky pink. And super short. So we're going to put 2 layers of this pink. And I have dust in mind, but I'm not going to remove it. It's going to stay just there. What I really, really don't like is when the customers come with their sweaters, like the fluffy sweaters. Oh my goodness, that is so stressful. Dust all over the place. Fluffies all over the place. It's not cool. This pink is gorgeous. That is what this pink is. 246. I just find working out of the bottle easier for me, so that's why. But I'm pretty sure it's pretty. I haven't seen it yet, that one. Yes, it's 246. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's like a pink that looks like white with just a little hue of of pink, just a touch. I'm going to put 2 layers. I'm encapsulating the dust just because I'm not gonna use these tips anyway. But normally I have tweezers to get out all these. If they stick out, of course, I use tweezers to take them out. Like this, you would have to use, I don't know, your little detailer brush or something. It's so easy. It's just, short nails are just so easy. I don't know. I'm such a klutz. Like, I will hurt myself if I have long nails. I tried many times. It's just, I'm always in a rush and I want to do everything quickly and I just hurt myself. If you see my nails now, I had to use gloves. Normally I don't use gloves, but I was like, let me not disgust these people. You don't want to see my nails. There's some major grow out, major. All right, so I have flakes in here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but there are a few flakes in here just to give it a little bit more of it's like a really pretty effect. I don't know, can you guys see that? You can always make it happen on short nails. I did Disney on really short nails. If you scroll down my page where I had clients, almost everyone had really, really short nails. Can you see the flakes in these nails? Okay, perfect. Well, you want some flakes that are a little bit pinkish. So, okay, these look green, but they're pinkish. They're greenish, pinkish. So whenever you try these flakes, for example, these flakes are actually this on black. So when you have these flakes, I would suggest, what I do is I make a swatch. I use a nude, a white, and a black, just to see what they will look like on different types of nails, so that I have it readily available and I can just choose, or the customer can choose, and you can color combine better when you see how it turns out. Okay. So I'm going to take this pink, the darker pink. Where's that bottle? Okay. And we're going to draw the little circles that are in the leopard nail. These little abstract circles. So that's the darker pink. And remember, if you want it to look more fall, you can do this in beiges, in browns. Ugly Duckling has amazing fall colors right now, so have fun with it. Okay, and we don't want to make them too small. When they're too small, it looks messy, I find, and weird. Of course, when you're doing a French, it's going to be a bit smaller, but when you're covering a whole nail, you want to make it a little bit bigger. And I usually do it from one side to the other. And I really do love leopard nails, actually. Can be classy, can be trashy, however you want it. And then on the other side, I go like this so that it's more even out. So it doesn't look like one side is very saturated with these. Okay, and then you can do a little one right there. You can do a little one right there. I'm just going to stick it on later. I'm going to cure this first, and then I'm going to stick it on. Or you could stick it on before too. It sticks on the sticky layer of the polish. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to put it in the lamp. So here, you can do a fading as well with this. So I just did black. You put black in the lamp, and then when you take it out, you start adding it on the bottom, and then I'm so glad that you're excited. I hope it's gonna be good. All right. She's talking about my class in Belgium with Alina. So it just sticks on the sticky layer of the gel polish, of the black gel polish. So you start on the bottom. If you want to do the fade, you stick it, you start on the bottom. And I like to use the Ombre 2 brush for that. The Ombre, can it like focus? My goodness. Ombre 2 brush, it's like this. You just dab it in the glitter, and you just like that. And then you remove the excess, and then you move it to the top, remove the excess, and then you blend here, and then there's less over there, more on the bottom. Thank you, Kati. I appreciate it. All right. If you don't want too much glitter, you can use another brush. And I'm just going to use the back part of this ombre brush. Well, let me move to the, there. Okay. I took the small part of this brush, and I'm going to add just a few on the light pink part, and just press it down. Of course, I already put it in the lamp a lot. It's better to do it after it goes in for the first time. But now I put in a lamp again for the darker pink, but it still sticks. But if you want it completely full, just cure the layer and then put it on immediately. Don't add something, cure, and then add it. But this is just adding a few pieces here and there, so it is not a problem. It'll stick. I don't want too much. I just want it to look a little, like a little, some. There, okay. And then I'm going to add matte top coat. Make sure that when you have a matte top coat or any top coat and you put it over the flakes or glitter or anything like that, or chrome, that you have a separate matte top coat, or a separate how do you call it, separate bottle. So here I took the crystal off, and then I have, well, now the new bottles don't have that, but you can polish some silver here or something like that, just so that you know that this is your matte top coat for when you use glitters or chromes or flakes. Oh. Now this is really bothering me though. Normally I would have just left it, but it is a big dust. Okay, it doesn't want to come. You can use glossy top, but I like using... Okay. Is everyone, am I still here? Did it go off? No, it's still here, right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. So did it not get saved? I hope this class is saved. Oh my goodness. Otherwise, I'll have to do it again. All right. I'm putting matte top coat over this. Oh my goodness. I think it got cut off. Hi everyone, I think it got cut off. So, I don't know if it will be saved. Oh, I think it got cut off. That sucks. Yeah, someone called and kicked me off this live. So bad. That is so bad. I think it's not saved. Marie, you just called me and you kicked me off. So I think it's not saved. I think my live just went off and went back on. So I don't think it's saved. Lord have mercy. Okay, I hope it didn't stop. Oh my God, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I'm sweating, literally. Okay, good. I hope not. I hope not. Lord, you wouldn't know. Okay, well, anyways, I put matte top coat. Make sure to have a matte top coat, especially for, I hope not. I'm sweating. Okay, make sure to have a top coat for flakes and glitters and chrome. And as you know, after curing our matte top coat, you need to wipe. I'm sweating. And then you get the full effect, the really beautiful matte effect with my encapsulated dust. I'm sweating. I'm stressed. Let's see. Okay. So for this set, I like having the, how do you call it? The line around the leopard a little bit more 3D. So to get that effect, you can either mix color gels, white and black, or you can mix art gels, white and black, to get a gray. So that is what I'm going to do now. Here you can see the flakes, right? Yeah, so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to take some black art gel. Art gel is thicker, it is more pigmented, so you can get a really good 3D effect. So I'm going to add it on here because I don't have a palette. I don't know if it's I really hope it's saved. Oh my goodness, I hope it's saved. I'm sweating. All right, and I'm gonna add a little bit of white to the mix, and we're going to make a gray. I think it's pretty much 50-50. So the same amount of white, same amount of black to get a gray, a good gray. Okay, I hope so. If not, there's another online class tomorrow. All right, so here I'm mixing the black and white to get the gray. Alrighty, so I'm going to take my painter tool brush, which is a little bit thicker. No, don't say that. All right, I'm going to take my painter tool brush and I'm going to draw around the pink spots. So I'm going to, we don't want to make it really, really thin. And I really don't like when you make the, how do you call it? The leopard skin like this, and like this. That is not the bomb. That is a bomb. It's not banging. So what I like to do is just go around the circle. You go from thick to thin, like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like leopard skin is not perfect like those two lines. It's not like that. And here I'm going to make a little bit of a, like that. See, that is more natural. And you kind of wiggle your brush to create, let me move that so it can focus. You make it go from thick to thin. And then add a little thingy right there. And then here as well. Just make sure that you don't have lines that are all the same. It needs to be jagged. It needs to be abstract-ish. Like that. Here we have some more, like a little piece. It's very good to have shaky hands today for all the designs. And here's another one. Make it messy. Okay. And then we're going to add a few little spots. Don't make little circles, make little wigglies, not perfect little circles or dots. We want it to look natural-ish. Even though, yeah, there's no pink leopards. I think it's pretty good. Some bigger than others. And then okay. Oh, it looks kind of empty there. Let's add another something there. Okay. There is a pink panther. Let's sugar that with some clear acrylic. The new acrylic packaging is really nice. This is the old packaging, which was also really nice. Okay. Let me not get that in the... Okay, I'm going to move this to the front a little bit. Okay. And we're going to sugar. Let me zoom out a little bit. I'm going to take my... Where's that? My duck paddle. I don't want to touch that gel polish right there. Maybe I should just clean it. Why am I stressing? Let me clean that. And then I'm going to sugar my leopard print. Okay. There. Ugh. All right. And again, just like what we did before, we're going to sugar. I'm going to show you what I mean. Here you see I sugared and it's shiny again. Do you see that? We want to keep sugaring till it's matte. Otherwise it will be sticky and you don't want it to be sticky. It's a mess. You want that matte effect. You don't want the shiny effect. Well, maybe you want the shiny effect, but if you're going to sugar correctly. Add enough so that it becomes matte. Remember, the product sucks up the acrylic powder to the bottom. I hope the class is saved. Oh my goodness, I hope it's saved. Lord have mercy. Okay. I think it's pretty good now. I'm going to put it in the lamp. Remove the excess, put it in the lamp. Okay. And that was it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the class. I hope you guys learned something. Let me clean this so I can put the sets. And remember, if you want to buy any products, use the code Priscilla15. Priscilla as in with 2 L's and a C. Like Priscilla Presley. I was named after her. Yeah. And I would love to see you guys do these designs. Tag me. I would love to see your versions. If you have questions, you can always message me. I'm always there to answer. Yay! Anyways, thank you all so much. Have a great week, and I hope it got saved. If not, see you again tomorrow. Let me show you my face, even though I look like crap. It's me. See you guys. Thanks so much for being here.